day. My name is Carlos Bastardo, and I am the owner and CEO of American Insurance Brokers. We're located right here in Plymouth, Indiana, and I have over 28 years of industry experience. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation today. All right, let's get right into it. College costs have spiraled 31% in the last 5 years. Student debt is more than consumer debt, which is well over $1.3 trillion. So the average student graduates from a state school, it was about $29,741 in debt. But the average student that graduates from a private college is a little bit over $41,000 in debt. Don't let this be your child. It's expensive no matter where your children go. So it's not just tuition, books, room and board, and living expenses, etc. It also adds up in other costs. So 4 years can easily cost $75,000 to $250,000 or more. Multiply that number by the number of kids that you have. So if you have 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, you might be in some trouble. And the cost keeps going up every year. The average cost of a private college university is approximately $40,000 per year. Average cost of public college university is approximately $17,000. And costs have historically risen at 3 to 5 times the rate of inflation. If we take a look at the actual college cost, so that's including tuition, fees, room and board only for the years 20 to 21, right? If we looked at the University of Pennsylvania, we would be looking at about $76,000 for 1 year of college. Harvard College, $72,000. Princeton University is $63,000. University of California, a little over $29,000. Rutgers University, about $28,552. And SUNY University at Buffalo, you're looking at about $24,000. And that's per year. And this is based on information provided by the College Board. Let's talk about education expense estimates. So if you look at, let's say, SUNY University at Buffalo, and the years to attend would be from 2020 to 2025, so 4 years total. The first year college cost would be approximately $24,397. That's for tuition, room, and board fees, wardrobe, transportation, books, insurance, medical, personal effects, etc. About an extra $5,000. So the first year total would be around $29,000. So a total 4-year education cost at SUNY University would be a little over $132,000 in tuitions. So average college cost increase at public universities is about 7.9% versus only 4.5% for private universities. So who is eligible for financial aid? Well, first of all, let's talk about some very common misconceptions. And this is why a lot of you are here today. A lot of people think, well, number one, my income is too high, or my child did not win a National Merit Scholarship. Number 3, if my child does not qualify for need-based aid, there's no hope. 4, it's a simple, easy, and fair process. Again, misconceptions. Well, here is the truth. The truth is middle and upper middle income class children can qualify. Need-based aid based on income, assets, number of children, etc. There are millions of dollars in aid for kids with academic, artistic, and athletic talent. The FAFSA form doesn't ask for home equity, but their profile form does. Colleges are businesses and are concerned about their own enrollment and finances. And number 6, many believe it's not simple, easy, or fair, right? So these are some of the truths And we're going to get more into detail on how, even on upper income, you can still qualify. So how do they determine if I'm eligible? Very simple. It's called COA minus EFC equals the remaining need. So COA stands for cost of attendance. EFC stands for expected family contribution. So when you fill out a FAFSA form, you'll see an EFC symbol there that stands for expected family contribution. The minimum amount you're expected to pay annually. So the remaining need, or the remainder, is the maximum amount of aid your family is eligible to receive. So our goal is to show you how to obtain the maximum aid package allowable. And how do you get more need-based for college? Well, it's a two-step process. Number one, we need to work on lowering your EFC. I can show you how to rearrange your financial affairs to potentially get more money by learning the legally established rules. So we're not going to do anything that's gray, anything that's illegal, nothing in offshore accounts, nothing goofy like that. Number two, find the schools which will provide you with the maximum amount of free money. That's key. So we will conduct a customized college search. Our database is advanced and very comprehensive. So step one, example of a family lowering their EFC. This is a hypothetical situation. So a customer comes to us and the adjusted gross income is $85,000. So their non-assessed investments are zero. Assessed investments come out to be $150,000. So that's what counts against them. Number of four in the family, or number in the family is 4. Number in school is 1. So the expected family contribution would be $18,000 in this particular scenario. After we helped them rearrange things simply, easily, right? It was still the same adjusted gross income, but now we were able to manipulate some of their investments to where $137,500 of their investments now was considered non-assessed. In other words, it did not count against them, leaving only $12,500 of their investments actually being assessed. Same number in the family, same number in school. Now it dropped that EFC by $10,000. So that's $8,000 in savings per year for this particular family. So the family qualifies for up to $8,000 more in financial aid per year, over $32,000 over a 4-year span, because they took the time to understand the process, learn what they had to do, and took action. So investments that are not assessed in the DOE formula, the home that you live in, the value of any life insurances that you have, retirement plans such as 401k plans, pension funds, annuities, non-education IRAs, TO plans, etc. And all of these are located on page 9 of the FAFSA form. Step 2, it's all packaging, right? So if we look at some examples, again, of some of the colleges out there, such as Harvard University, right? So cost of Harvard University, $72,000. EFC, expected family contribution of $10,000. So the need in this particular case would be $62,000. Now, Harvard, however, meets 100% of this need. A lot of people don't know that. SUNY, UNI at Buffalo, their cost is considerably lower, $24,000. Expected family contribution, again, is $10,000. So the need base is only $14,000 versus the $62,000. However, SUNY only meets 52% of the need, which is $74.86. So that family would still have to contribute $6,911 for SUNY versus 0 for Harvard College. So what you actually pay at each school is extremely important to understand. So in this particular case, it would be cheaper for this student if they qualified to attend Harvard. Right, so SUNY, we talked about that. Total cost is $24,000. School provides $74,866, right? And then the unmet need is $6,911. So this individual would have paid $16,911 to attend SUNY UNI versus $10,000 total for the child to attend Harvard. What is financial aid and where does it come from? So there's many types of aid out there that you've heard about. So there's grants, of course, there's scholarships, there's loans, and there's work study. Some of the sources of aid are endowment funds, government, and outside sources. So how much aid is available? So this is really going to help expand your mind, understanding that, a lot of people think, well, there's only so much aid and so many people are going to qualify. And if, we don't get our aid, then there's not going to be anything left. Well, this should open your eyes just how much money is actually sitting out there. So if we look at the undergraduate student aid by source in the billions for 2019 through 2020, then let's look at some of these numbers. Right, so institutional grants, otherwise known as endowment funds, there was over $29 billion available. State grants, $13.4 billion. Education tax credits and deduction, which accounts for about 5% of the pie out there. Private and employer grants, $6.6 billion. Federal grant programs other than Pell, $13 billion, right, accounting for about 6%. Pell Grants, $34 billion, that contributes about 19% out of the pie. But if we look at the federal loans, there's over $70 billion available for federal loans, which accounts for about 40% of the pie. So properly positioning yourself and getting away from doing as much federal loans as possible, there's still plenty of money in these pieces of pies to be able to access, right? 60% outside of having to do a loan. So what we do is we help with a customized student profile report. It consists of, number one, a financial needs analysis, and that is a survey of the income and assets which helps indicate your EFC and best case scenario. Number two, college aid and enrollment information. Everything your family needs to know about the schools, including admission criteria, AP, CLEP course acceptance, contact information, et cetera, the whole 9 yards. We're going to provide you with over 70 to 90 pages loaded with information. Find how much the schools will cost you before you even send in the application. We have found on average families dismiss 50% of the schools on their original list. Do you pay for aid? Well, the FAFSA form must be filled to receive any federal aid, even to get low interest government loans. The CSS, which is the College Scholarship Services profile form, is required by many top tier programs. Schools may have their own institutional forms. And then there are more forms required for certain families, such as business, farm supplement, divorced or separated families. Information regarding the FAFSA. For the new FAFSA guidelines starting October 1st, 2020, it is required that you, the parents and student, review the entire FAFSA once. Once we assist in helping you input your information, you must sign off on it, verify that the information is correct, and sign the signature page. Keep in mind, this is your FAFSA, and it's your responsibility to make sure the information is correct, and you are the only one that is allowed to sign the signature page. Also keep in mind, FAFSA filing is totally free service. Financial aid and analysis team. So here's how we work. We analyze your financial aid packages and distinguish true forms of financial aid from confusing packages. Number two, the software determines what your EFC is for each school and how much aid they normally provide someone in your situation. And number three, we write letters for you to send to the schools requesting additional aid. When to appeal and when to accept, exclusive proprietary software, and of course, subscriber-only access. Board exams, SATs versus ACTs, we provide your student with Kaplan's Premier Education or Edition, SAT or ACT book with practice test, CD-ROM, and online access. What are the main differences between them? How important it is to do well on a board exam? What scores are likely required to gain admission to a top-tier program? These are provided to you. Also, college and career planning assessment tool. This is extremely important. It helps give your student an edge to potentially graduate college in 4 years or less. It also can help assist your student in choosing a major or field of study. Professional resume builder to help your student get a job after college. Also, job search and salary calculator, as well as lifetime access to software. Promise to you, develop a customized student profile report that is approximately 70 to 90 pages filled with information regarding your eligibility for financial aid. It will also contain detailed information about colleges, universities, ACT, SAT board exams, AP club courses, etc. Number two, we'll analyze your ability to qualify for college funding and to what extent by computing your expected family contribution for both a federal and complicated institutional methodology. Number three, we will file the CSS profile form required by colleges that use the institutional methodology. Number four, provide a customized college search that evaluates colleges you have specified and pinpoint others that offer the curriculum that fits your child's career goal and a variety of other specified criteria. The schools chosen by us are generally those schools that historically have offered high percentages of remaining need. And then number five is to provide you with a critique of your college essay before submission to the colleges. Number six, gain access to our negotiations team. We assist in helping you obtain more financial aid with colleges and universities that offer you unexpectedly low funding. We evaluate your financial aid packages and determine if the correct amount of financial aid is being provided. In the event that the package is being under awarded or misawarded, we create letters for you to send to school requesting additional financial aid. Number seven, we'll provide you with SAT, ACT practice study guide along with software produced by the Kaplan Learning Centers to help improve test scores. Number eight, provide access to computer-driven comprehensive college and career planning system. The online personality profile and aptitude test assists your student in potentially choosing a major that your student should enjoy and potentially excel in academically. Number nine, we'll inform your family about the top companies to obtain private student loans that currently have the best interest rates and excellent customer service. Number 10 is provide a 1/2 hour one-on-one consultation with a senior college counselor to discuss your student profile report. And number 11, provide you with a toll-free customer service number to call with any questions or problems or any that you may wish to discuss. So what's next? Quite simple. Complete the seminar evaluation form, turn in the seminar evaluation form, and set up an appointment date today. We are here to help you. Thank you for your time, and feel free to reach out to us and ask any other additional questions. Have a great day.